dopamine detox would be us finding a way to avoid that easy to get dopamine. We've already mentioned a few of them: gambling, pornography, cat videos, funny videos, TikTok, people's stories. That is an easy to get dopamine. And a thing that we can do is we can do less of this. When we have this dopamine that comes to us easily, like on our phones or on a TV, when we get this dopamine easily, what we end up doing is we feel more sad about normal things. We feel more depressed about normal things. We feel more or less fulfilled about human interaction. We feel less enjoyment with our spouse or our partner. When we are getting this dopamine from these outside, simple, easy places like on our phones or on our TVs, we end up not enjoying the real world as much. This is a huge reason why you keep hearing that kids, teenagers in our day and age, right now, we have a very high suicide rate. We get this high suicide rate because we feel numb to the real world because the dopamine that we get is too easy for us to get on our phones. So this biohack today is a suggestion, a challenge for you to see if you can spend less time with some of the things that we've talked about that are easy to get dopamine releases, and spend more time doing some of the other things that can release dopamine, but it's harder to get. So for example, we go outside in the sun, we go for a walk or a run, we go lift weights, or we make love to our partner, or we do something like an ice bath, like we've talked about in another episode. We try to get that dopamine in a more challenging, difficult way, in a more real way than on our screens, on our phones, gambling, or whatever we're doing. If we can focus on trying to get healthy dopamine that we work for versus easy dopamine that we don't work for, we will be happier, we'll be healthier, we'll be more likely to accomplish more in our business, we'll be more likely to accomplish more on our podcast, and we could make more money, we could be happier, we could be healthier, we could be better partners, etc. So the challenge to you is to spend less time on the phone. Just find a way to spend less time in front of your TV or your phone screen. Try also to make sure that you don't have your phone screens late at night. Because if you've got your phone screen, like for example, in your bed or next to your bed, when you're about to go to sleep, that dopamine that triggers your brain is going to wake you up. Not only will the dopamine itself, where you're like, I want more. Let's see what's next. Oh, that wasn't fun. I want to see something that's good. And you keep scrolling through. Instead of doing that, you'll be able to relax your brain, relax your mind to go to sleep. It also generally, the blue light from your screens also keeps you awake. So it's more than just simply the dopamine, but it's also that blue light that wakes you up and decreases the amount of melatonin that you have. So it's going to be hard for you to sleep. So as you're working in a new year, or maybe you're hearing this in the summer, and at any time is fine. This is a evergreen episode. It doesn't matter when you listen to this. I'm just recording it toward the beginning of 2024. As you're hearing this, as you're focusing on this, as you're thinking about this, find ways of avoiding these simple ways of getting dopamine on your phone and on your screen, and trying to do things that are harder, and plus allowing you to be able to sleep better and be a better human. So hopefully that does help you, and I will see you on the next episode.